Hi folks, and welcome to Dutchy Cooking. Today we're going to be making chicken chorizo tray bake in the wood-fired oven. So I've already got a fire started here. I'll put a link up above to show you how to do that. I'm just going to push the coals over to one side. I'm going to insert this deflector plate so it keeps the heat direct off the cooking. While we're cooking, we're going to have these little splits of wood. We don't want too much of a flame, but we just want to keep generating some heat. We're going to put a cast iron pan in, or tray. So we're going to use the heat from the wood-fired oven base to warm this pan. I'm just going to take the temperature of that. So we're just going to add some olive oil to this. I'm going to pop it back in onto the heat source and let it warm up. Once we're happy it's hot, I'm going to add one chopped onion. You can use red, white, a mixture, shallots. Just going to stir them around. I'm going to pop them back in. I'm going to cook these for a couple of minutes until they start getting soft. Just keep moving them around so they're not going to catch and take on too much colour. And now we're going to add 4 chopped garlic cloves. I'm not going to put this back in the oven. We're just going to use the residual heat from the cast iron pan to cook the garlic. If the garlic catches and burns, it will give a whole bitter taste to the finished meal, so we'll just keep it moving and just keep it here where we can keep an eye on it. Next, we've got 150 grams of chorizo. Just going to stir that through. We'll get the pan back in. And we're going to cook this until it starts softening and releasing some of that paprika goodness. After a couple of minutes, we'll get a final stir. I'm going to add 1 chopped red pepper and 1 chopped green pepper. Stir them through. I've got 1 chopped small green chilli. I'm just going to put a bit of heat on that. We've got 350 grams of parboiled potatoes. Make sure these are parboiled. And pop that back in. I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes we're going to give it another stir. I'm really conscious about this garlic catching on the bottom of this pan. To this I've got 1 teaspoon of ground black pepper. I've got a glass of white wine to deglaze the bottom of the pan. I'm just eyeballing it here, probably that's enough, about 3/4 of a glass. So I'm going to give it a good stir and make sure that the garlic's released from the bottom of this pan. I've got 1 tin of chopped tomatoes. I'm just going to pop this back in until we get the wine and the tomatoes up to temperature. So now we're going to add our chicken. I've just got 4 regular chicken legs here. We're just going to place this on top of the vegetables. I've got 4 or 5 sprigs of fresh thyme. I'm just going to dot these around the tray. Just going to take some more olive oil and sprinkle it over the top of the chickens and the potatoes. This will help it to go nice and crispy. And last but not least, some rock salt. We're just going to sprinkle over the chicken. There's about 1 teaspoon. I'm going to put this back in now. So there's our chicken. I'm going to pop the door on. I'm going to let this go for about 15 minutes. As you can see, I've got the door fully in position on one side and slightly out on the fire side. This will give the fire enough air to burn. So after 15 minutes, I'm just going to turn this through 180 degrees, push it back in. I'm just going to put it a slight bit further away from the flames. Door back on again at a slight angle, and this should go for another 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, I'm happy here. The chicken is at 74 degrees C, 165 F, so I'm calling that cooked. So there we have it. This is Dutchy's chorizo and chicken tray bake, cooked in the wood-fired oven. If you like what we're doing here with Dutch Cooking, please remember to subscribe and hit that bell.